Alright, so I'm gonna just start my anime game. First I'm gonna try and understand the VR player more better to get a better handle on how controlling it works. So I'm just copying over UI from my other project so I don't have to recreate all the stuff. And I remember trying to do hybrid ECS, but I forgot how to do a lot of stuff. But then I remembered there was like a transform job system, which I need to find later on. Kind of hate about Unity where it's hard to unparent stuff in the window at the bottom. Now it's messed up. I'll have my game open. Probably didn't make it before I do anything. I probably does lose all my proofs. And I forgot my first task was to find how the controllers are transforming. I should probably go to my hack and write that. Yep, I didn't make it free. Let's get this set up. For now, we'll just make a backlog and not a board. Find out how controllers are tracked. Something to do with the camera, probably something to do with that. Copy and over matter position or automate set. And I want to organize my hierarchy so it's easy. I probably set these to 0 for let's just check what. Oh, first we'll fill these in. When it's game. But yeah, and this texture is just temporary, yeah. We're just testing textures. Alright, before we do some ECS stuff, because I always do ECS stuff, because I really like ECS, we're going to find out how the controllers are tracked. And I remember reading something very interesting. Tracking space provides the root transform for all anchors. So I need to get this to offset controller. That's how it offsets controller. Let's do some debug.logs to understand how this works. Oh no, not debug.logs. I need to output it onto the VR space. So I'm going to open another previous project which has some debuggers of some sort for VR, like a console to print out of. It's a really old project. I forget which one it was. Maybe this, I forgot which one. Oh, but I have to rebuild all of them. I'm gonna just look at the asset while I'm waiting. Or I could search. I remember what I called it. It was debug manager. And this one is not it. I just said cancel. Forced VR point base station. Open file. There. Oops, this one. I have to convert though. Alright, so I can now find the debug manager. And then there's the debug stuff. I'm just looking at it because this is the XR rig that Unity has. Yeah, trackers drive. Remember, debug can't. Just be prefab. Just take off all this trackers. Actually, I'll just duplicate it. That'll get easy. Duplicate. Hack. And that. Yeah, just gonna remove that. So we're just gonna use all this built-in library to do most of that stuff. Call it REST debug can, and we don't do that. Just go to that, and maybe drag and drop off. Can't. Then get the debug, and we'll get the drag camera because that's a really useful tool to just drag the camera. Maybe put it in the center, I think. Or maybe I put it in here. Can't put it in the center. Now play. Hold right click. I probably hold right. Just try and put this in the camera. Oh, actually, it's no camera. Oh, yeah, camera. It doesn't work. But our debugger should. And we're gonna create debug. I'll call this VR debug manager. Prefabs or add each anchor. And we'll just delete. We'll get rid of the back material. Wrist material. The real tune. Oh, actually, we'll just not that. The wrist, I mean. Then you set up debug. Here, that. Then we should have some static function to debug. Let's change namespace. Call it. Let's go namespace. PFI utility. It's the easier way to set into a test thing for debugging or somewhere to log stuff. Yeah, let's go with that. And we'll just put public void set debug, put color string test, and we'll add. Then we'll duplicate this color. That. And then we'll have game manager, another singleton. Maybe we'll grab our game handler and just. And got a lot of stuff that it doesn't like called game manager. Now, why isn't this working? I thought I had that. Like, yeah, that was all temporary. I think I'll keep those two variables and just delete. Oh, I'll keep the player score also. Actually, before I do, I'm gonna have some array of material, public material, mesh, and then I need audio. Yep. I guess I'll leave one R type default. Maybe I'll do this one. Game object attach and the hands. I could just reference this another time if I really need it. I'll set them then. Comment them out. It doesn't cause any issue. Then get rid of everything that is foliage. Meshes. Let's make foliage 0. get rid of this. That way we have some base to start off from instead of starting from scratch. Also, these are very useful to make gestures more easy. Like should be. Get all these and keep fold. Oh, and the game of the titles. I have to undo a lot of stuff. Oh, maybe not. That should be. I remember the game object attach doesn't really need much. I mean, it's not used much just yet. I'll get rid of that. Keep that. Alright, back out of that. Get rid of the I'll keep the move points. It seems to be pretty for breakout, and I kind of want to have that code there because I can't really memorize everything. I'll just get rid of the main menu cube, which is just a cube that spawns to block out the area before the game starts. Or maybe I should have. No, if I really need it, I could just recreate it. Like that's not important. So now we should have a game manager that has some entity stuff going on, so we have some idea on how to better make it. I'd have to rethink about how to do it again. All right. So now back to what we were supposed to do. We were supposed to find the base transform something. What we want to do was on update, I'm going to do debug manager using tfi.vr.debug set debug. Oh wait, I have to reference debug. Oh wait, not here. Actually, let's get the public OVR camera rig. OVR camera, put that lowercase, and then OVR camera rig dot what was tracking space. That's tracking space. So let's just start debugging the tracking space. Pretty much all these transforms will be probably useful in some way. We're gonna look at tracking space and tracking anchor. So debug the in space string dot format track space 0, then new line tracking 1. OVR camera rig tracking. Then I'm gonna build it. I'm gonna press play first to see if it builds. Oh, and one more thing. I should get the left and right. And new line should be left anchor, right anchor, left to right anchor. I no space there. So this OVR camera rig, left camera rig, right play. Do I have it here? Debug text set. Well, obviously, because there is no manage game manager, and MB is for mono behavior, so I'll be making an ECS manager maybe at some point. The move point, create a move point temp. Yeah. So I don't like keep it null. Meshes 2 mesh. Oh, there's a material unlit. No, I'll just put it this environment. Keep 2 the same thing now. And then we'll put a cylinder and cube left anchor. I don't need right now because I can reference it from the OVR camera instead of recreating it here. And projectile lifetime. I'll keep it. That won't break any. I hope. Okay, so let's put back these two and just put it. And then we'll just set it up. Right, seems to be okay for now. We'll save it. Then build settings. It's there. Fresh, real quick. Build, run, save. I forgot to do one more thing. I need to count this quick. I need to make it. I need to put like an OVR recaster thing so I can press these buttons. I need to set up the UI buttons, even though I don't need them now. I'm going to set up the button, doing a lot at the same time, which is kind of bad if a bug occurs. But I'm hoping all of it is fine. So I cancelled it. I need to go to UI. What's up laggy? Pointer. Get out of the way. Laser. There. Set this to like simple. What's the road channel? So this is the hand, I assume it's hand. So we'll put in our right hand. And then the button one, which one is A? OVR input. There should be picture or something. Button 1, A. And that should be it. Save play. Should be. I just realized that it's spawning all these cylinders. Oh well, that's fine. Build and run it. And we'll just wait because it'll take a while. Alright, so the first mistake was that I didn't put position, I put transform, that's about it. And also it might be a bit too much. First, before I do that, I'll do positioner, position, also, I'll make the UI much more, not that. Let's make this to 700 stretch. Let's see how big that is. So around my hand. Now let's save, go back code. Let's keep it for 20 project, both projects, close it, save. Ah yes, the play button doesn't work. There we go. Get the select. Alright, so I have enough space for rotations now. P, R1, copy, and off. Copy the previous thing. Rotation. This is 1, 0, 1, 2, and then be correct. Quick check. We're going to get sidetracked again and fix the button instead of check. Quickly fix the button. Game Y, but play, should be game manager, start game, and then this should be menu manager. This should be hide play toggle, no hide play B. Can't even access it as a game object. It's really weird. And that was a weird bug. Starts. This is menu start game. Restart scene. And also menu manager default on value change. And I think it's menu manager and update. Oh, it doesn't update it visually. I guess I just call control that. Oh wait, with what play? Oh wait, it already hides it in that. All good. Yeah, update you, I guess. Save, build. Alright, so from what I understood from looking at the values, the tracking space is pretty much the character controller, wherever the character controller is. And the anchor is, well, I don't know, when I saw it, it changed very slightly when I moved my head. So I'm guessing it's offsetting with, I don't know. Let me just do more debugging. But first, I'm gonna enable the seeing of my quest. Screen copy, that's called. So you see the quest, like, you know, yeah. So it's just covering this project profile. Nothing too important. So we're gonna get more information. Something to keep note of is that I kept my hand still and moving my head, and the offset of the hands were changing and not the tracking space. This wasn't moving. So next, I guess we'll get the center eye anchor and the tracker anchor. Oh, where's the update? Oops, wrong one. Center anchor and the tracker anchor. They might be the same thing. Let's put that. Center anchor P8R9 center eye, and we'll do a, what was it, tracker anchor? Yeah, the tracker anchor. New line, tracker anchor P10R11. So I'm hoping these two are the same. Well, not hoping. I'm expecting these two to be the same because it doesn't know if it's using two cameras or one camera. I'm guessing this is the one selected, I assume. But I guess we'll find out. Oh no, it's this one. I'm probably wrong then. What's this tracker anchor? And also, to debug, I'm going to put static of a 3D cube center 0, 0, 0, 0, center 0 cube, I guess, hold. And I'll put it, make it really small. And call all you, where's the environment? I'll just use red on, so that is your right midpoint of the whole run at once. I'm gonna do git put, git commit, added base, added managers and UI again, and then build. So I don't know why I learned that. Actually, one thing I noticed was that I have a duplicate. I was actually looking at the tracker anchor already. Now what I wanted to compare instead is the actual transform of the controller. I noticed that they don't move very much. I think it's because it uses float, so I don't know what I'm trying to say. But we'll get the left hand anchor transform. So gob left anchor. So this will be left anchor. Another thing I want to try is OVR input.get controller local OVR input controller.elch and copy that, rotate. So we're not using this value just because it'll probably be too big. But I want to pair the camera rig with these, or make sure the transforms that it makes. Yep, left hand. I should probably run it once. Doesn't matter. It'll probably work. What I noticed with the tracking space and the tracking anchor was that their rotations are different. I'm just reducing this so I add more text. Okay. And I forgot to put the right hand. Also, what I also noticed was that the real anchor on the game object anchor was very different. It tracked my rotation and position. I think it was related to the head position. I wasn't looking too closely at that. Yeah, I wasn't looking too closely at the position from the headset. So what I'll do, I want to check the 14, 15, 17. Which are these? Should be these. Let's look at the code. Using this OVR plugin, get node pose. So I don't even know what exactly a pose is. That's probably something I should, but I'll keep at this. OVR, yeah. And see if that's. So I'm starting to get it. So the anchors in OVR camera rig are offset from the camera position. The OVR input position and rotation are offset from the tracking space. That's good to know. Very good to know. This is the same as the ones in the OVR player with the game object anchor in the OVR player. It's very useful to me. So let's type this out. So to get the world space of a controller, there's some math that I think of. Get the local controller position and add the tracking space position. So we're going to try that right now. Vector 3, float 3, because that's more. Float 3, L will pause equal OVR camera rig dot tracking space. I don't think they're automatic, but I'm going to do first. OVR input dot get local position plus tracking space dot position. Get local control position, OVR controller, OVR input dot controller dot L touch, and then put R. Then we'll debug dot log that thing. So that'd be L world pause. I'll make it vector 3 because I don't know if it can translate. Yeah, vector instead. Because I don't know if there's a 2-string for the float world pause. Yeah, guess that's it. And then we'll make newly comment this out and L world pause left right. And then we'll put 18 and 19. Let's comment this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So if this is correct, if I put my hand right where the camera is, right in the middle of the tracking space, it'll be 0. Oh, it'll be the same as the tracking space. That is the expected outcome. I guess I should write it down. Expected outcome. Position should be similar when put in the middle of the tracking space. Now the reason I'm doing this is very important. It's so I can like offset the weapons properly and stuff. Offset items, maybe do physics. Information is just good. Data. We need data. And then we can make more data and make more things. But let's build. It works! We got world space! Correct. I was spending hours before trying to find out how to do this. Like, when I was doing my assignment for uni, I spent hours trying to figure this out. Not hours, actually days. I spent days trying to figure this out. And I thought about it more and more and more. And I'm like, hang on, it's probably an offset of something. And we found it. That makes me really happy that I did it. I found it. I found the world space. Now with this, I can give this position to an object and it'll transform to that position in world space. Or I could get the tracking space, then offset it from the... Actually, no, that might be not it. Probably better get the world position and then put the offset there. So let's try this. We'll add a cube, or a sphere. Didn't mean to click that, but we'll go with sphere. And we want to offset it. We want to set the position to put temp sphere. And then we want the offset. We'll use vector 3 for temp sphere offset. I'm going to make a UI for that in game. I'm going to make a UI for that to put the offset more accurately. For now, I just really want to test this works. Temp sphere equals R world plus temp sphere offset. Transform the position. That should track the sphere to the hand, and then I'll put the offset maybe like 1 point, maybe 0.2. We'll see. We'll just put 0.2 now. We'll put 1 because that's pretty far, so we know if it works. 1 on the z-axis. We also need to put the rotation. I haven't tried the rotation yet. So what do I expect to happen? It's just going to get the position, the height, left and right, forward and back. But if you rotate the hand, it won't. So I need to put times by vector. Wait, what? For now, we'll do that. Expected outcome. Objects will move relative to the right hand's world position, but won't move when rotated. So that's why I expect. Now, this might have been simple for some other people, but for me, it wasn't, I guess. Still kind of new to Unity, I guess. That's why. But I hope to learn quick, to make games quickly. VR games, that is. So it did what I expected to happen. I don't know how to do this. Expected outcome, result. Oh, it's result. Result as expected. Can I just put time? What I didn't calculate was the rotation. Now, I don't think it matters if assuming that the tracking space doesn't rotate, which it shouldn't, ever, I don't need to do anything with the rotation. Let's make this a cube so we can see the rotation. Temp game object. We'll just call it game object instead. Temp game object. Should solve that. Yeah, make it a cube, so rotate it. So we want to set the temp game object transform dot rotation to OVR input dot get rotation R. OVR input roller dot R. So we have to use some math to rotate it towards a position. I don't want to use any helper functions so that I can use this in the job system. So let's do some 1000 tab. I need to transform the Unity transform object. How can I explain that? It doesn't even have to be Unity. It just has to be a formula. Put put object in front of point even when rotating. It's not a good sentence. So it's just forward. So it's probably this. Probably R well pos.forward. So what is transform.forward? Hopefully it says transform.forward Unity. I already have looked at this so many times. So let's see. How does Unity find transform.forward? Pretty sure it's normalizing the oh, oops, I changed. So if at times a rotation by an offset, maybe it'll work. I remember doing something like that before. Or do it times coding put Unity put object in front of play. I get camera. Cool. I only can find out the source code of that. That wasn't me, by the way. And if only they had the source code so I could understand how to do it. You know what? I'm gonna try heat hacks. I wonder if they have some of these functions. Try and look the menu and see if they have any transformation. 3 math, maybe. Do they have quaternion? They use X, Y, Z, W. That's quaternion if I'm sure correct. Mate. X. Hopefully that's not exact. So this is using right hand coordinates, so Z is up and down. So this is going to be slightly different. So Y would be forward and back. And nope, is there a math function I can use instead? Math forward. Maybe that's it, maybe that's fine. Before I put the offset, I put time, then plus. I guess what? Time offset. Probably the has to minus. Is the forward will be return a null value? I don't need to do proper rotation. So, properly doing rotations. Instead. So it's just rotating the cube, it's not good. Let's just get rid of the temp part, that might fix it. Then I want to interpolate. I must have I can actually merely tracked hands for real time. That's what I'm doing right. And I'm doing this also. This is almost done. I think it's pretty much compiling again. Slow press. Alright, to make it simple, I'm just going to take off the rotation. But what I noticed from that test was that it was moving around the 0 axis. So it's not exactly what I want. So maybe plus. So that seems to be correct. Whereas just the rotation isn't done yet. This rotation won't be properly done. Do some interpolation to smoothly move objects. This rotation will be less correct the more further away it higher. Because it's just getting the rotation of the local position made. Now what if I do this? The rotation, the positioning was kind of fine. I'm hoping this offset make it better. Oh wait, before I do that, I'm going to make the cube have no collision. It's causing a lot of issues. Cancel. Alright, so what I've noticed is that it's transforming from the offset of the game object offset. So this works. Alright, I'm going to check if this works and then do a commit and take a break. I've been working on this for 4 hours, almost 30 minutes. I'm wondering why there's an offset. There's a small offset already there. Can I get this normalized? And then I can probably extend it using the offset. It's pretty much the same result. I think it's best to see what it's doing by using this debug thing I've been using for a while now. Not enough break. It's a lot of parentheses. I'm confused at what's happening. Glad that highlights stuff. Go back. That makes more sense. Alright. I was going to take a break, but then I had an idea on the problem. Well, we'll see if I'm right. Getting hungry there. So it is normalized. So I don't have to do this normalize thing for that. So that does thing. But what I did notice was that it was more than two. What I should do, keep track of the temp game of PR R was. So temp game transform dot rotation. Last right world. No, I don't need this now. Should put this before to see what's adding together. Well, that's good. Alright, so I don't know. Maybe I'm getting the wrong forward. So this is probably going to be, well, I say it's going to be my last build, but I said that a long time ago, about like 40 minutes ago I said that, actually more than that, a while ago. But if this works, or if I have some idea, I'll continue. If I don't, well, what did I just do? I didn't even do anything, I just got more debug logs, not what I was supposed to do, can't just type. Oh yeah, the reason why I'm playing music at random time is because the thing I use to automatically cut the footage, it speeds up anything that's silent. So I play music when I'm showing the quest stuff now, before I did. So I can, I don't know, get the footage at real time. Yeah, that's why. That's why I play music when I'm not on my computer. I think I'm just gonna stop recording now. Getting hungry, and the only thing I changed is this. Oh wait, never mind. It stopped. It cancelled. That's what I wanted. So I won't stop the recording just yet. I'm going to click this thing and change the offset to 0. something. There we go, finally. I think the way I'm supposed to rotate is like some sort of short. I have to simulate. I'll just write that down. Yeah, I probably have to look up this like that. 5. But it should be the last build before I take a break. I've been working on this like 5.5 hours straight. Getting hungry. I forgot to test for rotation when the player rotates. Very important. For now, I'm just going to keep it without this temp offset. But I do need a way to offset, I think. I'm going to just test the rotation, and if it fails, then I'm going to put a comment when player rotates does not work. That was the chair, by the way. Alright, so I think I know the problem. I'm not going to fix it now. When the player rotates, the tracking goes completely off. Possible solution is to somehow get the player forward. Maybe what was it again? The anchors, maybe camera rig, and add it to the equation. It's spelled equation. That's how. So I'm just going to make a separate list. Right anchor, oops, maybe the center eye anchor and get forward. Maybe camera rig the right anchor, get forward. Maybe and get forward. Probably. Alright, so it's been 6 hours straight coding. Well, some breaks in between building. But I guess I'm going to go eat, take a big break, I guess. And hopefully I'll fix my problem after the break. Oh, before I finish, I'll document object is being tracked, but not when player rotates. And then timer, 5 hours, 42 minutes. I've been working that. And I haven't really started my game, it's more solving problems that will occur in the future. I still haven't done interpolation either. We will eventually get it, but now I'm going to take a break, as I said. Until next